conformal transformation, conformal transformation, discussion of W is equal to e power z. As we know that, so W is nothing but u plus iv, and z we can take either in the form of Cartesian or in the form of polar. So I am going to take z is equal to x plus iy because it is easy to make simple e power z. It is easy to separate real and imaginary parts. If you consider r e power I theta, again it is a difficult for to separate the real and imaginary terms. So now it becomes, this discussion become w is equal to e power z. E to the power of z is nothing but x plus iy. We can simplify this by writing as e power x into e power iy. As we know that e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Instead of theta, here we have y. E power x into cos y plus I into sin y. So now it can be written as e power x into cos y plus I into e power x into sin y. And we know that w is nothing but u plus iv. Now equating the real and imaginary parts, u is equal to e power x cos y and v is equal to e power x sin y. So now we have to consider the curves in the z plane and we have to find out the images of that curves in the w plane. Okay, so for that we have to eliminate x and y's to form the equations. Okay, so for that I will consider first u by v. So if you consider u by v, it become e power x. Instead of u by v, I will consider v by u. It make it simple. V by u. What is v by u? E power x sin y by e power x cos y. So e power x cancelled. Sin by cos, that is tan. So v by u is equal to tan by v cot. So one more equation I will find out by eliminating y. So here I eliminated x and I formed the equation. Next equation, I am finding the equation by eliminating y. So consider u square plus v square, square and add these two. So u square plus v square is e power 2x, e power x whole square is e power 2x cos square y plus e power 2x sin square y. Take e power 2x common. Take e power 2x common, it become cos square y plus sin square y. As we know that by the trigonometric identity, cos square y plus sin square y is 1. So u square plus v square is equal to e power 2x. So now we form the two equations. One equation by eliminating x and another equation by eliminating y. From this we have to first consider the curves in the z plane and we have to find out the images of that curves in the w plane. So case 1. So here in this case I am going to consider let x equal to c1. Let x equal to c1 is a straight line parallel to what? X equal to c1 is a straight line parallel to y axis. Y axis in the z plane. In the z plane I considered. Now I am going to find the image of this straight line parallel to y axis. This is x equal to c1 line parallel to y axis. Now I want to find out what is the image in the w plane for this curve. So I have x equal to c1. Here I can substitute x equal to c1 in this equation. I cannot substitute here because we don't have x. So we obtained u square plus v square is equal to e to the power of 2 into c1. So now I will simplify this. U square plus v square is equal to, I will write this as e power c1 whole square. Since c1 is a constant, e power c1 is constant, I will write that as say r. Okay, say R. So u square plus v square is equal to r square represents what? So in the W plane, the coordinate axes are u and v in the W plane, and it is the Z plane. X and Y are the coordinates. So as we know that x square plus y square equal to r square represent a circle with center at origin with radius r in the Z plane. But instead of xy we have uv. So u square plus v square equal to r square represents a circle in the W plane with radius center at origin and radius r. Okay, what is r? A power c1. So now the straight line parallel to y axis is mapped to the circle with center at origin and radius r. Okay, so this is case 1 what we have. So next we go for case 2. We have to consider case 2. What is case 2? Let y equal to c2. Let y is equal to c2. Y equal to c2 where c2 is constant. Represent what? It represents a straight line where c2 is constant. This represents a straight line parallel to x-axis. Y equal to c2. This is x, y plane. Okay, c2. Y equal to c2. We can write like this. Y is equal to c2 line parallel to x-axis. We have to find the image of this. Okay, we have to find the image of this in the W plane. Okay, where I can substitute. So here I can substitute y value as c2. So v by u is equal to tan of c2. Y is c2. Where c2 is constant, so tan c2 is also a constant. So v by u is equal to say m. M is equal to tan c2. V is equal to m into v. Sorry, m into u. So we know that y is equal to mx is a straight line passing through origin having a slope m. Similarly, v is equal to mu is also a straight line passing through origin having a slope m in the W plane. This is Z plane. So in the W plane we got, so what we got? The straight line passing through origin. So it should be passed here through origin. So this is v is equal to mu passing through origin having a slope m. Okay, this is u axis and this is v axis in the W plane. The straight line parallel to x axis maps to the straight line passing through origin in the W plane. So finally we can conclude that. So first we consider a straight line parallel to y-axis, that is x equal to c1 in the Z plane, right? Final conclusion I am writing. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin O. So we got the image for that in the W plane as a circle, right? The circle with center at origin and radius r. Okay, so this is in the W plane. So next what we consider? We consider a straight line parallel to x-axis, that is y equal to c2 we consider, and we got a straight line passing through origin in the W plane. So conformal transformation means angle between the curves what we consider in the Z plane should be same as the angle between the images of those two curves in the W plane. Here to find the image, draw the tangent to the circle and measure the angle. It is obviously 90 degree and here also 90 degree. So the transformation W is equal to e power z is conformal transformation. This is the way we can find the images of the curves in the Z plane to the W plane. Right? All of you are clear? So next we can discuss So this is recording conformal transformation. So next we are going to discuss the third discussion of the transformation. W is equal to third one. The transformation is W is equal to Z plus 1 by Z, but Z not equal to 0. So we have to find the transformation for this. So for that now consider Z, W is equal to Z plus 1 by Z. As we know that we can substitute for Z either in Cartesian form or in polar form. If we consider Z in the Cartesian form, that is x plus iy, it is difficult for us to simplify. For that now I am going to substitute Z in the polar form as r e power I theta. And we know that W is equal to u plus iv, and I am going to substitute Z is equal to r e power I theta. So therefore this transformation become u plus iv. So I will take this as equation 1. Now equation 1 become u plus iv is equal to r e power I theta plus 1 by r e power I theta. So now I will take this to the numerator. Simplification I am doing r e power I theta plus 1 by r e power minus I theta. So as we know that we have to separate the real and imaginary terms. That's what I am simplifying. So r e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta plus 1 by r into e power minus I theta is nothing but cos theta minus I sin theta. Now multiply by r to the first two terms, r cos theta plus I into r sin theta. Here you multiply by 1 by r cos theta minus I into 1 by r sin theta. Now from first and third term, take cos theta common, r plus 1 by r cos theta plus from second and fourth term, take sin theta, I and sin theta common, r minus 1 by r minus 1 by r sin theta. And we know the LHS is u plus iv. Now equating the real and imaginary terms, u is equal to r plus 1 by r into cos theta and v is equal to r minus 1 by r sin theta. Okay, we got two equations. So next what we have to do? We have to simplify these two equations to form the new equations by eliminating r and theta. Okay, so here how we can eliminate r and theta to form the equations, new equations. I will call this as equation, combiningly I will call this as equation number 2. Okay, so next what I will do? First I will eliminate theta. So to eliminate theta, I will rewrite the equation, system of equation 2 as u by r plus 1 by r is equal to cos theta to eliminate theta. Okay, next after that I will eliminate r also. To eliminate theta. Okay, consider this equation 2 in the form of u by r plus 1 by r is equal to cos theta and v by r minus 1 by r is equal to sin theta. Next what I will do? I will square and add these two equations. So we obtained u square divided by r plus 1 by r whole square plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So we obtained u square divided by r plus 1 by r whole square plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to 1. So I will call this as equation 1. See, I got the equation 3 by eliminating r. Okay, sorry, by eliminating theta. So next form the equation by eliminating r. To eliminate r, so what we have to consider, how we are considering the equations 2. So equation 2 become, I will consider the equation 2 in the form u by cos theta. So I will square first. Okay, u by cos theta is equal to r plus 1 by r, and v by sin theta is equal to r minus 1 by r. Next what I will do, I will square both the equation and I will subtract. So consider in the form u square by cos square theta minus v square by sin square theta is equal to r plus 1 by r whole square minus r minus 1 by r whole square. So LHS no change, u square by cos square theta minus v square by sin square theta. So RHS is like a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square? That is 4 times AB. 4 times a into b, we will get 2ab plus 2ab, we will get, that is 4ab. A is r and b is 1 by r, cancelled, we got 4. So next what I will do, this 4 I will take to the denominators, cross multiply. So it becomes u square by 2 cos theta. 4 can be taken as 2 whole square. Cos square theta is cos theta whole square minus v square by 2 sin theta whole square. 2 sin theta whole square is equal to RHS, we have one more. Divide by 4 you can do. Okay, call it as equation number 4. Now I am using equation 3 and 4 to find the images of the curves what we will consider in the z plane to the w plane. Okay, so now I will come to the case 1. Case 1, what I will consider? I will consider a circle. Okay, I will consider a circle. Z is equal to r e power I theta. R e power I theta is a circle, right? Z is equal to r e power I theta is a circle. Mod z. What is mod z? Mod z is equal to square root of. So here z is equal to r e power I theta means e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta, right? Cos theta plus I sin theta. So that is r cos theta plus r sin theta. That is mod z is equal to square root of is equal to r. Mod z equal to r. Mod z equal to r represent a circle in the z plane. So now where r is constant, because r is the radius in the circle, it should be constant. So now I am taking the case 1. R is constant. This represents a circle with center at origin and radius r. So which equation? Okay. So now equation 3 become. So I am taking r as a constant. So r plus 1 by r, I will take it as say capital A, u square by a square plus b square by, since r is constant, r minus 1 by r is also constant, that I will take it as b. So u square by a square plus v square by b square is equal to 1. What this represents? This is, I think, hyperbola, right? Sorry, this represents what? Ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. This represents ellipse, right? Is it not? So then what is our conclusion? Our conclusion is that, first you write down here, this represents ellipse, this represents ellipse in the W plane, with foci plus or minus square root of a square minus b square comma 0. Okay, so that is if you substituting a as what is a, r plus 1 by r whole square minus r minus 1 by r whole square. So that as we know that 4, that value will be 4, that is plus or minus square root of 4 is 2. That is plus or minus 2 comma 0 will be the foci for the ellipse. Now this represent what? Circle. Circle in the z plane maps to ellipse in the w plane. Okay, ellipse in the w plane. So next we have to consider case 2. What is the case 2? So to consider the case 2, I will go for the next page. Case 2, what we should consider? So there we consider r as constant. R constant represents that particularly mod z equal to r represents circle with center at origin. Okay, now I am going to take in case 2 theta constant. For which curve theta is constant? This represent straight line. For the straight line theta is constant. Straight line passing through origin. I am considering a straight line passing through origin. Okay, in the z plane. In z plane, now I am going to find the image of this straight line in the w plane. For that, I will consider which equation we should consider. Equation 3 or equation 4? So equation 4 I will consider. So equation 4 become u square by what we got? U square by 2 cos theta whole square we have. But since theta is constant, 2 cos theta is constant, I will take it as capital A minus b square by b square. What is b square? So b is nothing but 2 sin theta. Anyhow theta constant, sin theta is constant, 2 sin theta is constant. I consider that as b. So is equal to 1. What it represents? It represents hyperbola. Right? This represents hyperbola in the w plane because uv we have in the w plane. With foci plus or minus square root of a square minus b square comma 0. So what is a? A is 2 cos theta and b is 2 sin theta. What is a square? So plus or minus square root of a, it is a hyperbola, right? For hyperbola, foci is square root of a square plus b square, not minus. A square plus b square. So it become 2 4, that is 2. Square root of 4 cos square theta plus 4 sin square theta. Take 4 common. Cos square theta plus sin square theta become 1. That is square root of 4 will be 2. Okay. So now I am going for the conclusion. So in case 1 what we consider? In case 1 we consider a circle in the z plane, right? In the z plane we consider a circle with center at origin and radius r unit. So what we got in the w plane? We got, so this is uv. Coordinates are uv in the w plane. So what we got up for the circle? For the circle we got ellipse, right? The image of the circle is ellipse. Ellipse we got with foci 2, 0 plus or minus 2, 0. That is 2, 0 and minus 2, 0. And what we got? Second. In second case, we consider theta constant. That is a straight line passing through origin. Theta constant means y is equal to mx plus c form. Okay, here it is theta constant. So for theta constant, we got a hyperbola with foci plus or minus. This is minus 2, 0. plus or minus 2 comma 0, that is 2 comma 0 and minus 2 comma 0. So now as I told you that the angle is preserved. Draw the tangent here and measure the angle between these two curves, it will be 90 degree. So now draw the tangents for both the curves to measure the angle. If you measure the angle, you will get 90 degree. So angle is preserved for the curves as well as for its image. Therefore, the transformation W is equal to Z plus 1 by Z is conformal transformation, angle is preserved.